afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Coin. How are we doing out there, cupcakes, on this overcast Saturday afternoon? I am seriously frustrated right at this moment in time. Oh, I tell you what, any of you out there want to use one of these things for your growing on or for putting in if you need to rebuild, word of warning, don't put the pegs in, because getting them out is an absolute nightmare. Hey, you, Ronald McDonald, Westcliff Koi Pond, I see you. Yes, and I'm absolutely gutted that you're having to pull all the pond apart because of the leaks, bruv. I feel your pain. I really do, and I hope you get it sorted out soon. So if you could do me a favour, ladies and gents, pop across to Westcliff Koi Pond and give Ronald McDonald a thumb, a comment, tell him the Twisted One sent you. I know it'll tickle him pink because he loves pink, because that's just how he rolls. Anyway, yeah, I'm in the front garden. One, I need to get this taken down so I can get it back to the Rocket Boy. I've also got the Tempest down. I've just got to take that bit of framework down as well, because I want to get the Tempest put in place before I start doing any more block, brick and slab laying that's going on in the back garden for the super budget grow-on pond. And talking about that, I was actually talking to the lesser spotted Ricardo yesterday, and actually said, well, hang on, if I go down there, I can rest my arms on the table then. There we go. I was saying to Ricardo yesterday that I might even tap him up for a bit of viscoin to go in there. It's a 200 GSM silage liner that they use. And what I was saying was, if I was to use that, even though I'm building it out of sand, cement and bits and pieces, I could actually put a wooden top on, and then if I needed to change it at all, then I could then take the wooden top off to deal with it, replace it, whatever. I mean, something like that is pennies, and you know, for the size that it's going to be, you know, Rick ain't going to be bothered about letting me have a bit off a fucking roll. But that's beside the point. I want to show that it can be done budget-wise. But the other option I did think about was getting hold of a couple of companies and seeing what offcuts they've got, and go with one of the original ideas I had for the main pond, and that is by building it in sections. And what I mean by that, I build the liner in sections with liner tape and either CT1 or My Pond MSW or MSW My Pond 300. You know the one I'm on about. It is good shit. It is good shit. So yeah, that's the options. I mean, the only option, which is pretty much the cheapest option if I'm going super budget, would be another woven liner. But after experience with a woven liner, I would rather put a bit of silage liner in than one of them things. Absolutely, 100%. So yeah, that's where we're at there. So once I've finished taking, I mean, I've got a couple of double lines already on me fucking hand where I keep getting pinched by the pliers because they slip off the peg. Honestly, guys and girls, if you're going to use one of these best way pulls, and it's not going to be a permanent feature or permanent fixture, then I genuinely don't put the pegs in, because once the water's in, it's going to hold its shape and it's not going to go anywhere anyway, and especially if you've got the legs all in place. So yeah, do yourself a favour, if it's only a temporary thing and you're using the best way pull, don't put the pegs in. Anyway, so yeah, because you've got to get this sat right, and then you've got to pinch that bit in, and then try and push it at the same time, and then you've got to try and pinch the little bit in there to get that out. It's an absolute nightmare. And yeah, my fingers for fiddly stuff like this aren't the best at the best of times, but yeah, so yeah, that's coming down. Like I said, Tempest is already down, so I'm going to put you down. And what time is it now? It's 2 o'clock. We'll see how long it takes me to get the rest of these bloody pegs out, shall we?
1 hour later.
Whoo! There we go, my little fruit bats. That's me all done out here for the minute. And tell you what, I'm so happy it looks better. I've got plenty of broken brick and slab, so I can get the barbecue area finished as well. So yeah, just got Paul's Easy Pod to be collected now. The Paul will go in the van Monday when we get back home from the forest. I'm going to use a little bit of this 4-inch polystyrene on the base of the new growing pond, but I'll explain more about that when I go out there. But yeah, only one or two major things that need doing in here, and that's let me spin you round. Oh, you spin me round, Stubbsy, right? Round, Stubbsy, hey, round. Yeah, so I want to build a back on there, and this will come up to the same height as there, and I'm going to use natural stone then to make a shelf there, and then my little fire pit will go in underneath, and then I've got to put a bit of stonework in front of there, and then that bit of grass has got to be lifted. You see wet patches there, it dips down, so yeah, we've got to replace the gate anyway because the posts are fucked. So when I do, I'll lift the grass up, I'll level that off completely, and then I'll rehang whatever gate we put in. I might actually get a metal one and block it off. But then the only other major thing that needs doing is I've got to take that planter apart and get that tree in there. That's going to be fun, because like these ones, they're going to be kept small, and this one is ready and ripe for getting some wire in, because it's bending up at the moment. As you can see, I want it bending down, so yeah, we'll get some wire on them, and then they'll get pinned in place, and then just before Christmas comes, like I did with the other one, I'll take the wires off, and then you leave them for a year. Well, I leave them for a year, and then we go again with some training. But yeah, looking absolutely awesome. Roll on the summer. A little fruit bats. Whew, that's all that done anyway, and I've had a cup of tea and a sit down and relax. Now, first thing I'm going to do is go try and get the Tempest in the position where I want it, so then I can go around it. That's the plan. So you spin you around and taking full advantage of home base closing down. Ended up getting 3 bags of ready mixed mortar for the price that 2 would have cost me in Wicks. Absolutely blinding. Kiddies have started to sulk because the temperature went up in the pond, and now it's going down again. So yeah, I've got to do scraping there, but I've got first row of blocks for the actual tank. Now, when the IBC tank was here, a big chunk there that was wasted, and I have got a footing in around it anyway from when I had I think it was the patio I put in here. So literally I'm going to follow that line round until I'm square on the end of this block, so the block will go in that way but square with that. So I might have to chop a bit of this soil out, and then I'll go square there, and everything else then will come off of that, because I'm going to have a wall going across there, and then what's left will become a settlement area. Now I'm going to put in the base of this, once I've got it completely level, is I'm going to put some of that 4-inch polystyrene in here on the base only. And the reason for that is I want to pull this bottom drain up higher than this one that's going to be in here. So there's going to be a 4-inch tank connector in there. There's going to be a 4-inch tank connector here, and then it's going to be joined. Yeah. Now I want the one this side to be higher, so then it gives it a bit of drop to get pulled into the settlement area. Now, at the moment, what I'm thinking is I'm going to make a string of brushes, and I think I'm going to price up some koi brushes, and then I'm going to try and price up some alternatives and see what we can make up. But yeah, I'm thinking some brushes, and then a couple of bags of Flowcore or K3 or anything like that, and then come through the wall to the pump, which will then come straight up through the dentist, and then it will go to a shower. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but I was chatting with Ma today. I think what I might do is I might put the shower over in that corner, and then maybe have a planter either side, like what I've got in Long Block. But yeah, that's the plan, because there won't only be a 1.5-inch tank connector in here, but there's also going to be an 1.5-inch tank connector going in there, which will then hook up to my waste pipe and go to waste, and that will be on a standpipe. And then what will happen is I'll have a bit like the Easy Pod. You get a 3-inch pipe that goes inside the centre. What I will do when it comes to giving the settlement area a clean out, then it's literally I just put a bit of 4-inch pipe straight into that tank connector. That then isolates this tank completely. I can then pull the standpipe on this tank connector down here, and it will go straight to waste to my sump, which will then get pumped all the way up into my drain up there. So yeah, that's where we're at, but that's the plans anyway. That's the plans. So that's where we're at. And I've also, Big George gave me these, and they were as one piece like that, but I've been through and I've slipped them all down the middle, because these will go on my corners and on certain joints, because don't forget, I've only got a limited amount of blocks. I've got a limited amount of bricks, and then the rest I'm going to build out of this lot. Yes, indeed. So yeah, let me see if I can get this here Tempest positioned, and then I can go from there. Oh, don't even know what the time is. Oh, 6:10. That's the first mix over and done with. It's like going back in time when I built the Toso tank in this time of the year. But I've got enough blocks to finish the base shape, and then there's going to be a combination of what I can get in on a level. Yeah, let me spin around. The boys and girls are looking really good. I do. I really love the pond at night. Oh my word, do I. Yeah, absolutely chopping awesome. And then when we come over here, front's in, that's square, the back's square. The only one that won't be square is that one there. And then there'll be a 4-inch tank connector in that corner, which will join through to a tank connector down in this corner. And then, as you can see, I put one brick on its edge and then one brick on its edge, or one brick on its face and one brick on its edge, because that will then give me a step down. I might even put a row of bits of block down there as well. So then when it comes to pulling the standpipe, which will be down here, it'll all fluff the waste. Hence why I haven't come across here with the block, because I haven't got the tank connectors yet. So I'll have to build round, and once the tank connectors have arrived, when they arrive, I haven't even bought them yet. But then I can get this end the way I want it. But yeah, it's coming along. Like I say, that's one mix down, 3 more to go. And like I say, next round will be what bricks I've got. I think I'll put on corners and then I'll infill with bits of slab. Yeah. Like I say, when you're sat over there and this is gone, not only will you be able to see into the pond, and into the pond you can see into the tank. And no, I'm not putting a window in there, but it's gonna look the shiznit. So yeah, these probably want a little bit of food. They've been eating a little bit just lately. These in here, they're flying along. They really are starting to put some size on now. That's for sure. One of them, the black soldier fly larvae, they go batty over that. Yeah, anyway, I want a little scoop. They only get a little scoop at the moment. They're not getting anything. They're going to get PP treatment tomorrow when I get back from Mars. There we go. That'll keep them happy. So, yeah, coming on. Well, my little fruit pops, that is me had some food and I've come back out. The temperature is starting to drop, so I'm going to leave making a new mix. But let me spin you around. We'll have a quick look at where I've got to. I'll have a tidy up and then we'll sign off for today, because down at Mars tomorrow morning, because we're trying out and fitting a new filter spillway type thing from Popo Soap. So yeah, look out for that one tomorrow. We will also be live tomorrow as well, because I'm down at Mars. We will be live from Mars as opposed to here from the tower. So yeah, let me put you down for a minute. Let me get tidied up, and then we'll wrap this video up for today, guys. So yeah, we are going to leave it there for today. Tempest is in place, and it is level with that one. I put it up to start with, and I looked and I was like, I ain't putting up with that. But yeah, still got to put a bit across there, and then that can be backfilled. But I'm quite pleased with the way things are going. Like I said, that one's square, that one's square, so I'm happy. That one there is square. I've got to dig out a couple of bits of 2-inch pipe from the loft to put there to represent the tank connectors. Like I say, I've got a little bit of rubble here to bag up for the minute, because that'll probably end up going here when I level off. But I tell you what, they've had a bit of food and they want more. But yeah. First in size and class at National last year. Can she do it again this year coming? See, all coming over because they think they're going to get some more food. Don't you, fatties? So, there we go. All tidied up for the night. Because they're not full blocks. I've got 5 full blocks, which should do that corner. Like I say, I have to do that bit there with some bits. That light's gone out for tonight. These will get one more little sprinkle. But yeah, pond is looking absolutely amazing. Isn't that right, Albetty? Yeah? You like your new home? Yeah, I know you do. You're absolutely gorgeous. So we'll have one more look through the window, because I just, oh wow. I mean, look at that clarity. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls. As always, don't forget, like, share, subscribe, all that shemizzle. We will see you tomorrow live from Mars. We will also see you tomorrow at Mars as we unbox, fit and review the Popo soap water feature. As always, I've been Twisted Koi. You lot out there, you know you're great. And like I said, we'll see you tomorrow.
That's all, cupcakes.
Yes, makes it all worth it.